Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
In this year, our presentation, we will tell you about recruitment. And I, Syafandrio Angsabila Mitra, and my friend is
Sarah.
This is a definition of recruitment. Recruitment is a process of finding and attracting the potential resources for filling up the vacant position in an organization. It sources the candidates with the abilities and attitude which are required for achieving the objective of an organization.
And recruitment refers to the overall process of identifying, attracting, screening, shortlisting, and interviewing suitable candidates for jobs, either permanent or temporary, within an organization. Recruitment can also refer to processes involved in choosing individuals for unpaid roles. Manager, human resource generalist, and recruitment specialist may be tasked with carrying out recruitment, but in some cases, public sector employment agencies, commercial recruitment agencies, or specialist search consultancies are used to undertake part of the process.
And there is recruitment planning. Planning involves to draft a comprehensive job specification for the vacant position, outlining its major and minor responsibilities, the skills, experience, and qualification needed, grade and level of pay, starting date, whether temporary or permanent, and mention of special condition, if any, attached to the job to fill.
What does recruitment involve? There are identify the hiring need, devise a recruitment plan, write a job description, advertise the position, recruit the position, review applications, phone interview or initial screening, interviews, applicant assessment, background check, decision, preference check, job offer, hiring, and onboarding.
There are 6 types of recruiting. The first is internal recruiting. Internal recruiting involves filling vacancies with existing employees from within an organization. The second is retained recruiting. When the organization hires a recruiting firm, there are several ways to do so. Retained recruiting is a common one when an organization retains a recruiting for finding candidates until the position is filled. The organization also agrees to work exclusively with the firm. Companies cannot, in other words, hire multiple recruiting firms to fill the same position. And the third, there is contingency recruiting. Like retained recruiting, contingency recruiting requires an on-site firm. Unlike retained recruiting, there is no upfront fee with contingency. Instead, the recruitment company receives payment only when the client they represent are hired by an organization. And there is staffing recruiting. Staffing recruiters work for staffing agency. Staffing recruiting match qualified applicants with qualified job openings. Moreover, staffing agency typically focus on short-term or temporary employment position. And fifth, there is outplacement recruiting. Outplacement is typically an employer-sponsored benefit which help former employees transition into new jobs. Outplacement recruiting is designed to provide displaced employees with the resources to find new positions or careers. And the last, there is reserve recruiting. Refers the process whereby an employee is encouraged to seek employment with a different organization that offer a better fit for their skill set. We offer reserve recruiting days to help workers with this process. At our reverse recruiting days, we review resumes, conduct mock interview, and offer deep dive into specific job roles.
And this is 3 tips for effective recruiting. First is look internally before externally. There's a good chance the best candidate for your position is already working for your organization. Internal candidates are already familiar with and contributing to your corporate culture and goals. Given their past success within your organization, it is reasonable to expect they will continue to excel in a new position. And second is reach out the passive candidate. There is a good chance your ideal candidate is not actively looking for a new job and will not respond to your job board ad. Why? Because they're likely already employed elsewhere. After all, why wouldn't your competitors also want to employ your ideal candidate? Therefore, effective recruiting requires you to look outside of your applicant pool for top talent, encouraging your staff to attend industry conferences and participate in professional organizations, developing relationships with local university, business school, or other relevant departments, searching social media sites for strong resumes from candidates who might not be actively looking for a new job, and encouraging your employees to refer people they know or are connected to are all important mechanisms through which to expand your recruitment network. And third is hire the sure thing. According to two authors and experts, you should hire the person who is already excelling doing the exact job in your industry. Past success, in other words, is the best indicator for future success.
And there is strategy development. One, it's known how many with what qualification of candidates are required. The next step involved in the regret to devise a suitable strategy for recruiting the candidates in the organization. The strategy The strategic consideration to be considered may include issues like whether to prepare the required candidates themselves or hire it from outside, what type of recruitment method to be used, what geographical are be considered for researching the candidates, which sources of recruitment practice, and what sequence of activity to be followed in recruiting candidates in the organization.
And next is searching. This step involves attracting job seekers to the organization. There are broadly two sources used to attract candidates. First is internal sources. Internal sources of recruitment refer to hiring employees within the organization through. There are promotions, transfer from employees, internal advertising, employee referral, and previous applicants. And second is external source. External sources of recruitment refer to hiring employees outside the organization through direct recruitment, employee exchange, employment agencies, advertisement, professional association, campus recruitment, and word of mouth.
And this is screening. Job specification invaluable in screening. Applications are screened against the qualification, knowledge, skills, abilities, interest, and experience mentioned in the job specification. Those who do not qualify are straightway eliminated from the selection process. The technique used for screening candidates vary depending on the source of supply and method used for recruiting. Preliminary application, the selection test, and screening interview are common techniques used for screening the candidates.
Next is evaluation and control. Given the considerable cost involved in the recruitment process, its evaluation and control is therefore imperative.
The costs generally incurred in a recruitment process include there is salary of recruiters, cost of time spent for preparing job analysis, advertisement, and for administrative expenses, cost of outsourcing or overtime while vacancies remain unfilled, cost incurred in recruiting unsuitable candidates.
So, there is enough for this time. We will talk about labor relation in the next video. So, stay tuned and see you on the next week. Bye!